for us tonight.
From activist for people with disabilities to advisor to the city of Halifax, a man who became famous for shoveling an ice-blocked crosswalk has now been hired as a consultant to advise the city on accessibility. The hiring of Paul Vienneau was announced yesterday at City Council. The CBC's Elizabeth Chu has more on what this might mean for accessibility.
Paul Vienneau is waiting for the snow to settle before he heads out to clear sidewalks. It's what made him Halifax in the winter of 2015.
I borrowed a shovel and a metal rod and went down and spent 6.5 hours breaking a crosswalk, this big block of ice off of there.
From taking matters into his own hands, nicknaming himself for profanity, that guy with a shovel, he took a cheeky approach to voicing the rights of people with disabilities.
They don't have a plan for curb cuts and for crosswalks, so we're trying to shine a light on that.
4 years later, on another snowy, icy day, Paul Vienneau is celebrating the news. He's just been named the city's new consultant on accessibility issues.
So you've gone from being activist to being part of the system.
A good part of the system. I'm not there to be sort of a prop. You know, this is our guy. My job is to push the city and challenge the city on how they work with the disabled community.
As the city drives toward the province's target of accessibility by 2030, Vienneau has immediate goals, like ensuring the city's website is completely accessible to all people. And then there's the contentious issue of accessible cabs.
They're really striving to get it right. Like, they don't want to do this half-assed. They want to do this both cheeks.
Vienneau, the photographer, musician, and activist, will now be working with people, including Mayor Mike Savage, flexing his powers of persuasion in the corridors of City Hall, a building that's still not accessible in the front. Elizabeth Chu, CBC News, Halifax.
Well, this year's Heritage Day